So you ever eat something really good and you have to like it's kind of how this album goes. Like it's that good. Like kids, music world, people out there, hello, hello, good day. Anyways, let's get into it. So the artist that I'm going to be reviewing, it goes by the name of Gallant, I believe, and his album was released this year, and it is called Ology. And he's a little birdie told me about him months ago, but to be honest, it was kind of the okay, who is this person? Okay, let me hear something. Okay, no, and I just let it go and didn't really pay attention to his music and whatever. Didn't really listen to it, but I was just searching, seeing what new music was out, and I came across his album and listened to it, and it's just amazing. It's just everything. Um, and the most creative thing about him is like his name as well, like Gallet, um, Gallet. I believe that's his name. The definition of it means a person that's brave, heroic, courageous, uh, just chivalrous, mannerly, attentive, respectful, gracious, considerate, a man who pays attention to women. Like, what a great name to what what a great name to call yourself. And Ology, the title of his album, basically is of study and like a branch of knowledge, particularly like within the science like group, um, which makes perfect sense because throughout his album, he's basically comparing, making like metaphors with like earth science and making comparisons with his love relationships and just life in general. um how I took that his the definition, the title of his album, um ology, basically he is the subject of study, and we're basically getting knowledge of him as a person and his life and da da da. So that's how I took it. And the album work, his album artwork, the way, from what I'm hearing it within his album and a couple of interviews that I've saw of his, the whole frown face, covering his a picture of his face, for me that can kind of be like art because it's freedom of self-expression and you can just take it any old kind of way. So that's how I'm taking it. Like he's kind of like, I can open up to you, but you may get um this kind of ideal that I'm not an open person and I'm standoffish, but it's kind of like a shield of facial expression, like a shield to kind of keep out people that, I don't know. Some people build up walls and because they've been hurt by so-called friends or in relationships where they trusted people with their with themselves, like you trusted people to, and you thought they were loyal, so you kind of build up this kind of fake mask of yourself, this fake emoji in this 21st century, and it's kind of like a shield of what people may perceive him as. But when you listen to the album, ta-da, like I'm opening myself to you, I'm giving you myself piece by piece. So I don't know. I don't know. That's how I took it. A little about him, if you haven't heard his music, I'm pretty sure the majority of you who clicked on my video obviously probably are day one fans, or you've listened to the album. But he's born and raised in New York, and graduated from NYU, and then moved to Los Angeles. He pretty much said New York wasn't his like cup of coffee, so he moved to LA. A lot of people, I mean, I've been wanting to move to California, but it's kind of like, it's expensive as hell. That's all I hear. There's a bunch, everybody's like basically doing the same thing. So I was like, I'm fine where I'm at. Plus, it's cheaper to live here. No, I'm joking. But, anyways, back to this amazing artist. So, he has 16 tracks, and my top five that I enjoy on the album is Talking to Myself. I mean, as soon as the album starts up with First, and then you go into, which is only like 36 seconds, kind of giving you like, okay, this is your intro, and this is what to expect. And I was like, oh boy, this already sounds like crazy. But it goes into Talking to Myself, and I was like, oh, this is just amazing. Like, where is my beach right now? Where are my sunglasses, my bathing suit, and my drink, and my like plate of wings? And like, that's the perfect, like, can I just get some wings and a nice drink and a beach and just listen to this album? Like, that would make my day. No, I'm joking. But no, I'm really not joking. But anyway, so talking to myself, counting bourbon, let's see, skipping stones, and I believe I said the Miyazki. I believe that's like a famous Japanese artist, is what I looked up. I probably pronounced it incorrectly. I do apologize if I did. But those are my top five. I like the whole album, and I know people are like, well, why ain't you saying Weight in Gold? Because Weight in Gold is like what he's been performing, what everyone keeps playing over and over again. Everybody knows the song, so I'm like, okay, duh, everybody likes Weight in Gold. So, and a lot of the reviews that I've been seeing, a lot of people are comparing him to artists like Maxwell and Frank Ocean, and even a Prince reference was thrown around on a few blogs, and I was like, okay, like, like I know some artists, they're kind of like, when people make comparisons to like legends, they're kind of like, okay, I'm good, but like, I'm just not like, I still got a ways to go before before they even see themselves like, in the or like even close to being like next to legends or whatever. But for me, I think it's okay to say that, because it's not like you're saying, oh, they're exactly like they're better than. No, it's just basically saying, this is what I'm kind of hearing. A little bit of Maxwell, I'm kind of hearing a little bit of Frank Ocean, and a little bit of, they have similar sounds, but they're all unique artists in a way. Like Gallant is go I cannot get his name right for the life of me. Sorry if I'm messing it up, but he has it's okay to make those comparisons, but he's still in his own lane. Like, he's still unique. But yeah, if you ain't checked out his album, it's dope, just dope. I can't even, like, it took me some time. I'm like, what can I say? Like, how do you explain this? Like, everybody that personally knows me knows that I am like just crazy about arts. Anything that has to do with the arts, that's me. Like, that's my business. Like, art is my business. Anything that has to do with it, I'm here for it. So when I get, it's exciting. Like, for me, I wish like this can just be my career. Like, just looking up like new artists, up and coming artists, because I love hearing a new sound. I love artists like him who they're not rushy with their craft. They're not trying to sound like this person. They're not trying to, okay, maybe I shouldn't make this because maybe people won't like this. He's kind of one of them artists like, hey, I'm an artist. This is me. I'm kind of giving you, I'm opening up to you guys, giving you pieces of me at a time, and all the while, showing off with my talent. You know, take me for what I am, or you don't have to listen to me. Like, kind of not in a condescending manner, but just basically, this is who I am. Like, I'm not afraid to show my talent or who I am as an artist. So I'm all for artists that are like that. Like, they don't try to, and I know I always say this here and there on my reviews about artists conforming to what's on the radio and what's already out there, but it's true. Like, and sometimes I think, this is just my opinion, I'm not no music producer, I'm not a professional, like, I'm not in that lane, but for me, I think artists just get desperate and they're like, okay, I'm trying to just be an artist, I'm trying to give real music lovers what they've been asking for, but I need that radio play, I need that recognition, I need people to follow me on social media, I need that validation. But with artists like him and other people that I enjoy listening to, like Jill Scott and them, they play around in different genres of music. Like with him, I hear a lot of, it's a bit of urban rock and roll, very, very great R&B sound, but he's one of them artists that can dabble in anything. Like, I believe he made a song, a cover song to Fetty Wap's, I forgot what it's called. I don't know, but he made a cover song to one of Fetty Wap. Like, he can play in music like that, but I just think there's not a lot, maybe just a couple of artists that they get desperate and that's what they do. They just conform, and then that's where you lose, your real music lovers, because you're trying to please people who are just seeking for a beat and not really a meaning or substance to what they're listening to. That's what I look for mainly, in music. But anyways, again, this has been another review of mine. If you haven't heard this album, something's wrong with you, because it's just amazing. This is real talent. This is what people, everybody, this generation doesn't have real music. And, I always go back to like the little 80s, 90s R&B songs. And they're like, what happened to R&B music? What happened to real music, real talent? Well, here you go. That's the problem. Everybody wants to complain that, music isn't what it was back in the 80s and 90s. It won't be. It's you needing to go and look for it. In fact, that's what I do. Like, when I have the time, I'll just search through upcoming artists or artists that may have been doing this since, they were 10 or 4 or whatever. They've been doing it. And that's what I do. I look for artistry or artists that have been out and they still make amazing music. That's who I look for. I check up on them to see what music they've put out too. So it's all about looking for that artistry. Like, music is out there. Talented people are out there. I'm just saying, real talent's out there, and the majority of the time, it's not being played on the radio. I'm sorry, because people aren't checking for, they're not checking for it. But again, this has been another review of mine. Like, comment below if you've heard him already, or music in the past of him that he's put out. Comment below. But I really want to hear what y'all have to say about this Ology album. And thanks for watching again. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody that stops through. I'm just a under construction channel. I'm trying, I love doing this. I love talking about artists that I enjoy listening to, and just seeing comments from people who are maybe not living in the United States, they're living in another country. I love it. I just love the communication, the connection um, with this channel that's about music. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really do. And I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.